रात होने वाली है और गांड लगने वाली है।
I can feel something.
माँ की आँख।
A presence.
बहन चुन मेरी क्यों गांड फाड़ रहे हो? बहन के लोड़े बुड्ढे।
I know Nightingale is somewhere around Cauldron Lake.
गंदा गंदा जंपस्केयर था बहुत। तो लॉन्डो लॉन्डो लॉन्डो, वेलकम बैक टू एलन वेक 2। पिछली बार बहुत मोटे मोटे कांड हो गए पुलिस स्टेशन के अंदर। वो जो जिंदा लाश वाला मोटा था वो उठ के खड़ा हो गया, उसने 3-4 लोगों को पेल पूल दिया, बहुत बहुत ज़्यादा बड़ी बकचोदी कर दी। फिर बाद में उसने पुलिस स्टेशन में हंगामे कर दिए, उसने बहुत सारे लोगों को भगा दिया और शेरिफ पता नहीं कहाँ गायब हो गया। गेम इंटरेस्टिंग में इंटरेस्टिंग हुए जा रही है, तो इसलिए आज की इन्वेस्टिगेशन के लिए हम दोबारा चर्चिल लेक पे जाने वाले हैं, जहां पर मोटे की सबसे पहली बार डेड बॉडी मिली थी। क्या बता हमें वहां से कोई आगे मोटे का क्या प्लान है, मोटा कर क्यों रहा है ये सब, और एलन वेक इसके पीछे कैसे कैसे लगा हुआ है। तो देखते हैं आगे, स्टोरी बहुत ज़्यादा इंटरेस्टिंग होने वाली है। कंटिन्यू करते हैं स्टोरी को, लेट्स कंटिन्यू। गाड़ी 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 चलते हुए कॉफ़ी और ले ले कैसी, कॉफ़ी पी पी के पागल हो जा। ज़्यादा कॉफ़ी पीने से डिप्रेशन में आ गया तो मैं बता रहा हूँ तुझे।
Rinse and repeat. Clock out, get a beer.
Let's go to Cauldron Lake दोबारा।
I need to come clean, Anderson. I know why Nightingale was here 13 years ago. He was chasing a writer,
Alan Wake.
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing a book on his disappearance.
You know the detective character from his books, Alex Casey.
Yeah, I've heard the jokes at the office. Cold case Casey. Murder case Casey. Sorry.
Haha. It's the same name, similar job. It's the first thing anyone thinks of. It annoyed me, but that was it. Then, 10 years ago, I started getting strange letters in the mail. Fragments of prose describing murders. You've heard the stories about what happened in New York. Some of it, at least. Bodies started to pile up. It was a murder cult. Turns out the fragments sent to me were from the crime books of Alan Wake. The cult was copycatting the murders from the books. In their heads, they were performing a ritual to bring Wake back. Their imagined prophet. After that case, I started looking into Wake's disappearance on the side.
And you thought this case might be connected to him? His name does keep popping up.
I just wanted you to have all the facts.
Next time, give them to me before we find ourselves in the middle of a horror story.
एक और वैन किसकी है ये? Return to the heart.
The page says Nightingale's in something called an overlap. Need to figure out exactly what that means.
I'm happy I'm not in charge of this mess.
Thanks. Let's start looking for Nightingale where he was killed. The writer of these pages knows what will happen. Because they're behind this, or because they can see what's coming. Impossible things are happening here. A world operating
दोनों में से
under
कुछ नहीं, वो जो लिखता है वो सच हो जाता है।
I need to understand this strange logic. To see the clues. To solve the case.
आप आ गए यहाँ।
Hey, hello there. How are you folks doing?
Those restricted area signs don't do a damn thing.
Hello. Saga Anderson. Are you two supposed to be here?
I'm Ilmo Koskela. Fantastic to meet you.
कोस्किला।
And yes, Stephen here hired me to show him through the woods. He's in town on important government business. Fixing this impressive piece of hardware.
I work for the FBC, ma'am. I'm authorized to be here.
And I bet you two are here about that murder. Nasty stuff. How's it going?
How did you hear about the murder, Ilmo? Do you know anything that could help us?
People tend to tell me things. The Koskela brothers are kind of a household name around here. Speaking of, if you're looking for some fun, stop by Watery. Just down the road from Bright Falls, there's our Coffee World amusement park. There's sauna ja vihto. And we offer a variety of guided tours, hunting, fishing, hiking, whatever strikes your fancy. You name it, we probably got it.
What is this thing?
It's just a monitoring station, ma'am. The Federal Bureau of Control checks volcanic activity and air toxicity levels. No need to worry, though. It's mostly for research purposes.
That's one gorgeous sweater, Saga. Looks Nordic. I bet a family member made it.
अबे कितना फ्लर्ट करेगा?
My mother made this sweater for me. How do you know?
I knew it. My mom used to knit those sweaters for me and my brother. Watery, my hometown, was founded by Finnish immigrants. So between your name and the sweater, I figured your family might be from Finland too. Suomi, Finland. Pulla, Karjalan piirakka.
Close. My mom's family is from Sweden originally. I don't know much about them beyond that. The sweater is just something to remember her by. Stephen, we're investigating a murder that occurred nearby. What can you tell me about your bureau?
Nothing that isn't classified, I'm afraid. But I don't know anything about a murder. Operations here are run by a different department. I'm just here to make some repairs. The wiring on this thing frays every couple months.
Yep, that's the raccoons. They grow real big here with teeth like you wouldn't believe. Can't know right through a garbage can.
That's all for now. Let's get to the murder
धन्यवाद
site,
दुनिया की
Casey.
फालतू की बात करने
A
के
lot
लिए.
of things about this case keep bothering me. But one thing feels really off. Breaker's disappearance.
And what is that?
I don't get the feeling
Sheriff.
Nightingale was responsible.
He was about to give you more of those.
रात होने वाली है और गांड लगने वाली है.
Have them? Or was protecting him from Nightingale? Spontaneous combustion? I don't know. Not the kind of disappearance we normally solve. Our crime scene's drowning. I never minded rain. Feels like home.
No sign of Nightingale. But the page did place him at Cauldron Lake, in an overlap. So how do we follow him there?
Square,
Maybe
square.
something around here will tell us.
We've seen this symbol before.
Good eye.
Monsters, overlaps, rituals. What do you make of all of this?
The killers are usually the ones performing the ritual, not the detective. Acting out their sick fantasy. They may be trying to get you involved, forcing you into their twisted world.
But with dead men coming alive, the word ritual starts to have more weight behind it. We need to look around, learn what this ritual is. After we find Nightingale, what then? I've never arrested a monster.
I've watched you arrest plenty of monsters, Anderson.
You know what I mean. Monsters. Light worked
वो
against
तो
him
असली है ना
before.
बेटे.
That might be the only way to stop him from hurting anyone else.
अगर तुम ये सोच रहे हो मैं ज़्यादा कमेंट्री क्यों नहीं कर रहा, वो इस वजह से है मैं स्टोरी को समझने की वो कर रहा हूँ थोड़ी कोशिश अपने हिसाब से. मैं कुछ मिस नहीं करना चाहता. मैं चाहता हूँ मैं अच्छे से सब कुछ समझ लूँ. What do we do now? माइंड्स में चलते हैं. जब इसे कहाँ लगा दूँ मैं? Follow Nightingale trail, look around the crime scene. इसे कहाँ लगाऊँ बहन के लोड़े को? Murder method, killer profile. ये तो यहाँ कहीं लगना चाहिए फिर. किलर प्रोफाइल में क्यों
We're
लगेगा?
dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer. The cult of the tree is behind these murders. This case just
Water
became
break
much
is
more
very
complicated.
important.
I'll need to start a new file. But it's my first cult case. Exciting.
रुक जाओ भाई, पानी पीने दो. मेन फाइल.
These stashes could contain clues about the cult. Better keep an eye out for more.
अपग्रेड के लिए भी जरूरी है वो, तो मैं तो रखूंगा भाई.
I need to know more about the cult of the tree if I'm going to shut them down.
अरे अरे अरे, बहुत क्लू है मेरे पे तो.
Okay. Doesn't make sense.
क्यों नहीं बन रही? सेंस तो चूतिया है क्या? आई एम गेटिंग अ हैंग आउट. वर्ड सिंबल होगा, हुज इन्वॉल्व्ड.
Think.
इन्वॉल्व तो ये बहन का लौड़ा है ना. इसमें क्या लिखा हुआ है ये? व्हाट काइंड ऑफ कल्ट? यही तो आएगा यार. देखो.
Hmm.
हम्म. कुछ स्पेसिफिक जगह वहां रखना पड़ता है. अब ये मुझे कैसे पता इंचोत कहाँ रखना है? देखो. Cult ritual, what is it?
That's not right.
What the fuck, bro? पेंट शूट क्या करूं?
Ugh.
Victim of cult killing become a monster.
Sure. Keep trying.
Victim body organ covered in writing. ये तो यहाँ आएगा ना. यही तो आना चाहिए. कट सिंबल में तो आएगा.
No.
गोल में तो नहीं आएगा ये. Large amount of supplies laid on table. तो एविडेंस बच गए कौन से? होगा यहाँ पूरी? रुक जा बहन चोद। हाँ यहाँ पे a locked box of course। अब क्या करना है मुझे?
The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale, gone missing here 13 years ago. Now he had suddenly turned up, only to be murdered in a brutal ritual on the very day of their arrival. And then there was the page. This page, the first page that they had found, not the last. The first step down into terrifying depths. Secret truths trembling beyond the threshold. Reading the words, these words, felt like a message. Was a message. Someone knew they were here. What they were doing. Someone playing a game with them. Leading them on. An invitation. How could they not accept? The sheer audacity of this impossible mystery presented to them. Even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
वेक साहब क्या लिख रहे हैं आप?
The autopsy room was a mess. The bomb had gone off. Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her under the light. Lurched past her. The Taken could not see into bright light. The light hurt them. Hurt the darkness in them. Made them vulnerable. I flick the switch. It goes click. Show me the clicker. Lights are off, but somebody's home. Hemingway brought you here, witch. Get out of my house, Nightingale shouted. A wave of terror crashed through Saga's head. The awful truth. Nightingale had no heart in his chest, but here he was, killing a monster. The world had lurched out of balance. You found yourself trapped on the far side of the mirror. The autopsy room was a mess, like a bomb had gone off. Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her under the light, lurched past her. The Taken could not see into bright light. The light hurt them, hurt the darkness in them, made them vulnerable. I flick the switch, it goes click. Show me the clicker, lights are off, but somebody's home. Hemingway brought you here, witch. Get out of my house, Nightingale shouted. A wave of terror crashed through Saga's head. The awful truth. Nightingale had no heart in his chest.
ये तो देख लिया उन्हें, तो दोबारा क्यों हो रहा है?
That concludes our debate. That concludes our... मैपी गोल क्या है हमारे? मैप पे तो कुछ मदद करेगा बहनचोद। अरे मैप कहाँ से आता था? बहनचोद मैप का कुछ ज़्यादा पता नहीं चल रहा। हाँ मिस्ट्री थोड़ी बहुत। ओ ना 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 बेटे ना।
Bare feet. Nightingale. I'll see where these footprints lead.
ये दोबारा कहीं यहाँ
Can you
गाना
come
बनाने
through the
आया?
crime scene one more time, KC, just in case.
On it. If anything comes up, I'll radio you.
हाँ कर दियो। लाइटी लाइटी। मेरी हेल्थ इतनी कम क्यों है?
रात हो गई जी, रात हो गई, लगे रहा था मुझे। तो मैं रात पे क्यों आना है ऐसी जगह पे? हाँ यहीं आ रहा है,
The
मोटा
tracks
बकता
lead into
बुका
the
था।
water. Where'd he go from here? I can feel something.
माँ की आँख!
A presence.
बहन चुन मेरी क्यों कान फाड़ रहे हो? बहन के लोड़े बुड्ढे!
I know Nightingale is somewhere around Cauldron Lake.
गंदा गंदा जंप स्केयर था बहुत।
Was a threshold
माँ की आँख बहन चोद।
and the dark place.
सोचने की तेरी बुद्धि में गोली मारी थी मैंने, मादर चोद बुड्ढा।
Next stop, Caldera Street Station.
The threshold. Like a doorway. Leading to Nightingale. It's somehow connected to a tree.
रात के 4 बजे गेम नहीं खेलनी चाहिए मुझे। पता चला अभी तो चैनल शुरू किया, अभी बहन उसमें वीडियो आनी बंद हो गई। क्या हुआ, यूट्यूबर की हत्या हो गई। बहुत ज़्यादा और गेम खेला था रात को, वो भी हेडफोन की वॉल्यूम फुल करके। क्या यहाँ जा सकता हूँ? क्या मैं आगे? अब जा रही है, पहले नहीं जा रही थी। है बहन की लोड़ी, तब तेरे पैर में पानी आ गया था। दुनिया भर की गोली मिल गई, एक्शन होने वाला है भाई। ये गेम गलत है भाई बहुत, वो जंप स्केयर कभी भी आ सकता है भाई। दिल कड़ा रखो मतलब पूरे टाइम। पम पड़म पम 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 बम बड़म बम बम, गाना गाते रहो, उससे दिल कड़ा रहता है। टन टन नन नन नन, चल 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 कैसी, चल 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 चल। अच्छा यहाँ तो हम आए थे उस टाइम, पानी नहीं थे, अब पानी भर गया है। What the fuck is that?
What is that? These aren't the same tracks that were here before. They're headed into the tree, not out of it. My
Oh,
flashlight burned the dark stuff away.
The fuse was in place. Saga stepped into the witch's hut. Inside, a bright light. There were objects that stood out to Saga, as if the light had manifested them.
The witch's hut. Okay. I trust the pages to lead me to the overlap.
वो तो पता है मुझे कहाँ विचर, तो मैं घूम नहीं रहा था क्या बहुत देर से। तो बहुत जल्दी जल्दी बैटरी आ रही है, ऐसे कैसे चलेगा काम? चलो विचर तो मुझे पता है कहाँ पे है। तो मतलब तुम ज़्यादा देर वो भी यूज़ नहीं कर सकते फ्लैश लाइट, उसमें तुम्हारे लोड़े लगेंगे।
This is the witch's hut.
Anderson, thought I saw something in the woods. Probably just a deer, but I'm gonna check it out.
Okay. I found another page. Following up on a lead. Keep checking in.
Roger.
The page described the hut being lit and mentioned a fuse.
अब माँ की आँख, मैं फ्यूज ढूंढूं। एक तो ये फ्यूज और हॉरर गेम का पता नहीं भाई क्या आपस में संबंध है। यहाँ से मर जा, यही औकात है तेरी। लाइट कहाँ से ढूंढो यार अब? ये रास्ता था पहले यहाँ? ओ हाँ ये रास्ता था तो।
This fuse is busted.
हाँ हमेशा की तरह पहला फ्यूज तो कभी काम ही नहीं कर सकता हॉरर गेम में। अब मुझे नहीं पढ़ाई लिखाई करनी। अरे बहन चोद ये डब्बा खोल ले। एमो मिल रही बेटे, फाइटिंग वाइटिंग हो गई
There's
हमारी।
another lunchbox.
गिव मी दैट लंच बॉक्स बिच। एक 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 क्यों दे रहे हो? अट्ठारह बाईस चाहिए अपग्रेड करने के लिए और ये एक को दे रहे हैं, ऐसे कैसे काम चलेगा बहन चो?
This one looks good. People should really stop littering though.
लिटरिंग तो चोरी करना होता है ना। Investigate the witch hut. Yes, we will. Coffee Trimos. Nice. मैनुअल सेव भी मार लेगा एक। ब्रेक रूम इज अ
Another
प्लेस।
page.
ये बंद नहीं हो सकता कैसे?
Making progress.
हाँ अब ठीक है। अभी पूरा बंद नहीं हुआ वो। कोई
The image of the witch in the
कोई घुस के
sign.
पीठ पूछ देगा मुझे।
Saga addressed the witch. The smudged line on the heart. The second part recited from memory. I brought you the heart, witch. Show me the terror. Saga pushed the heart through the hole in the sign. The fuse was in place. She found it among the junk in the forest. Saga stepped inside the witch's hut. Something rushed through her. A presence. Familiar. She couldn't quite place it. Something long forgotten. She tried to hold on to it, but it was already gone. Inside, a bright light. Saga felt safe, like nothing could hurt her here. There were objects that stood out to Saga as if the light had manifested them, pulled them from the darkness.
समझ गया।
A shift in reality, heavy with hidden meanings. A coffee thermos.
अच्छा हाँ, जहाँ लाइट है वहाँ तो ये कुछ कह ही
A
सकते हैं
mop
मुझे।
and a bucket. A poster on the wall. And in the cabinet, another manuscript page.
Case, murder at Cauldron.
Don't need to go over all this again.
What?
The page from the witch's hut seems to be describing some kind of ritual.
अरे रीड तो कर लूंगा इन्हें, बहन के लोड़े लगा तो दे पहले। बहन चोद।
To get into the overlap, I need to find Nightingale's heart. Read the line imprinted on it, plus the line on the page to the witch's ladle sign. Then push the heart through the hole in the sign.
Okay.
Nightingale's heart disappeared from the morgue. Where is it now?
प्रोफाइलिंग तो है, लेकिन और भी तो फाइल है, पर उन्हें भी देख लेते हैं। लंच बॉक्स बहन चोद। रुक जाओ यार, इतने ऑप्शन बहन चोद। एक तो रिकॉर्डिंग 1 घंटे के ऊपर आने वाली है। अरे मेरी बहनों रुक जाओ 1 मिनट। लेंस बॉक्स फाइंड है ना? हाँ तो बहन चोद ये राइट फॉल एरिया, कॉल्ड्रन लेक, ये यहाँ आएगा ना? हाँ अब करवाओ प्रोफाइलिंग बहन चोद। अरे बहन के लौड़े क्रॉस कर्सर। The heart.
I need Nightingale's heart to get to the overlap. Where is it?
The cultist leaned close. He was there, but he was risen. Nightingale was there. The opposite of sunspots. Who said that?
That's not it. I don't have what I need to find Nightingale's heart. There must be more.
The heart, where is it?
Nightingale's heart. Where is it?
हार्ट तो तुम्हारे पास ही होता, उस पर कुछ लिखा हुआ था।
They played cards in the general store. The witch had stolen his heart. Get out of my house.
Nightingale's heart is at the general store, in a fridge.
Okay.
I need to check the general store for the heart. Casey, I'm headed to the general store. I think I know how to get into the overlap.
Roger that. I followed some ATV tracks in the woods and got a bit turned around.
Did you get lost?
I've only been lost once in my life, Anderson. The years I spent with my ex-wife. I'll find my way back, don't you worry about it.
Don't forget to save often. क्यों पहनचोद ऑटो सेव था इस गेम में? Game saved. जनरल स्टोर याद नहीं आ रहा मुझे, जनरल स्टोर कहाँ था यार? कोई जगह मैंने मिस की थी क्या? जनरल स्टोर जहाँ तक मुझे याद था, मैं इतना घूमा हूँ यार, यहाँ तो नहीं था जनरल स्टोर। मुझे गाड़ी के पास जाना है क्या दोबारा? जनरल स्टोर, वेयर आर यू?
Nightingale mentioned the general store. I need to check it out.
लेकिन कहाँ मेरी जान? बोर्ड भी तो नहीं है कहीं। एक बोर्ड ही लगा दो, जनरल स्टोर दिस वे। यहाँ से तो हम आए थे, ये तो गलत जा रहा हूँ मैं पूरा वैनचोर। यहाँ नहीं है, आगे चलते हैं, देखते हैं क्या बकचोदी रहेगी। यहाँ पे आते ब्लैक एंड वाइट हो गया, ये क्या मामला पानी है? हाँ मैं कह रहा हूँ लॉन्डो आज के लिए इतना ही रखते हैं, FBI वाली दीदी थोड़ी परेशान है। आज के लिए वीडियो यहीं पे रोकते हैं। वीडियो बढ़िया लगे तो लाइक करो, बहुत बढ़िया लगे तो सब्सक्राइब करो। तुम्हें कैसी लगी ये गेम मुझे कमेंट में ज़रूर बताते हुए जाना। और तुम में से बहुत सारे लोग सब्सक्राइब नहीं करते, सब्सक्राइब कर दिया करो यार, अच्छा लगता है। अगली बार हम जनरल स्टोर में जाएंगे, वहाँ पे तबाही वबाही मचाएंगे। इतनी आसान तो नहीं होने वाला जनरल स्टोर में जाके उस बुड्ढे का हाथ लेना, मुझे पता है थोड़ा तो मुश्किल होगा ही। बहुत सारे और एमओ भी हमें फालतू में नहीं मिल रही, इतनी सारी एमओ फालतू में नहीं देंगे ये। तो अगले एपिसोड में एक्शन होने वाला है, तो जिसके लिए तुम तैयार है ना। तो मिलते हैं अगले एपिसोड में। मैं चला एक बार एलन वेक 2 खेलने। बाय बाय।